Hi everyone, and welcome to a journey. It is a mathematical journey based on a story from me that is 100% completely untrue. When I was a child, I invented a machine, not true, and this machine is nothing more than a row of boxes that extends as far to the left as I could ever desire. Something like this. I even gave this machine of mine a name. I call it a 2-1 machine, both written and read in a funny backward way. You know, child, you know different than then. And what do you do with this machine? Well, you put dots in it. Dots always go in the rightmost box, so there is a dot. Simple. I put in one dot and, well, nothing happens. It stays there as one dot, so oh hum. But what if I put a second dot in the rightmost box? Well, that's where something completely exciting happens. Whenever there are two dots in a box, they will explode. Kapow! And you put in one dot to the left. So whenever there are two dots in a box, you explode them. And feel free to use the sound effects. Kapow, boom, bang, whatever you want. And put one dot to the left. That's simple. If I had two dots right in this box, kablooey, I'll get rid of them and put in one dot to the left. That's the 2-1 machine. So here's some more. Whenever I have two dots in a box, I explode, kapow, and one dot to the left. So hopefully this makes sense why it's called a 2-1 machine and why it's written this way, where 2, then the arrow to the 1. We see that two dots placed into the machine yields one dot followed by 0 dots. So if I started with two dots, kablooey, get rid of them. I'll put one dot here. If I add a third dot, again, always the rightmost box, this gives a picture of one dot followed by one dot. So I realized that this machine, in my totally untrue story, was giving codes for numbers. So just one dot placed in the machine stayed as one dot. So let's say that the machine code for this is 1. So 1. Two dots placed in the machine, one after the other, yielded one dot in a box followed by 0 dots. So let's call this for the number 2. My symbol for this is 1, 0. Putting a third dot machine gives the code 1, 1 for 3. What about the 2-1 machine code for 4? So if I start with 4 dots, anytime I have 2 dots, kablooey, I can put 1 dot to the left. But I can do that a second time, kapow. But now I have 2 dots in that second box. Bam, boom. Again, feel free, give some sound effects of your own. And I have a dot here. So I have 1 dot, and there's nothing here, nothing here. The code would be 1, 0, 0. Whoops. So what about 5 and 6? Well, for 5, I can go kablooey, kapow. That puts 2 dots. And then kapang, 1 dot. So it looks like for 5, that's going to equal to 1, 0, 1. 1 dot, then 0 dots, then 1 dot. So let's clear this off. For 6, I can do kapoo, kapow, kabang. And then I can do one more, kablooey. And ultimately, I end up with 1 dot, then 1 dot, then 0 dots. So the code for 5 is 1, 0, 1. The code for 6 is 1, 1, 0. Notice that starting with 5 and adding one more dot gives 1, 1, 0 for 6. We can also get this code for 6 by clearing the machine and as you just saw, putting 6 dots at once. Pairs of dots will explode in turn and each produce 1 dot, one box to their left.